everybody, I want a Wiisdom here, 3:17 a.m. January 2nd, 2018. It's freaking cold. My feet are not quite purple, but they're getting close to it, man. I've got the Mario flannel pants on, and they're trying to keep me warm. It's like zero wind chills, or like in the negative 10 to 20 range right now. But hey, you know, somebody's got to do Skylanders research. So, where we left off, we just checked out his box stock abilities, which are pretty comprehensive, and then the base upgrades, which are nothing short of amazing. And what we're going to do now is check out Boom Hand. No, we're not. I realize I'm still where I was. I forgot. We're upstairs, not downstairs, dadgummit. But we're at a point where we got to pick a path. So, we've got Spell Slinger. Let me get to my handy-dandy spreadsheet here so I can actually pin this in. Da-da-dun. Alright, so Spell Slinger. Oh, that's not a space. Alright, so Spell Slinger is going to do your Psychic Shot, Doom Sharks, and Doom Hand attacks are stronger than ever. So, if you loved your hold attacks, basically, you know, hold your primary, hold your secondary, this is something you're going to enjoy. The fists, the sharks, and then Psychic Shot, that's going to be your long range stuff. So this, really all three of these are long ranged attacks, right? When you get right down to it. Down below, let me click down on the spreadsheet so we can title this one Up Close and Personal. So, this one, your Doomlanders and Brain Bash attacks are stronger than ever. Now, Brain Bash, of course, is your primary attack, your up close, you know, essentially Knight, Swashbuckler, Sentinel, your Brawler, of course. It's going to tie in with that, but we're also tweaking the tertiary attack here. Your Portal Practitioner, Portal Party, and then, of course, it would even tie in, I guess, with the Soul Gem. Which those guys are up close and personal, your tertiary attack, but you could also potentially use them with long range attacks. So this, I've got one Chaos in the box, and I've got this Chaos loose. And how do I want to do this? Luckily, I don't have to, you know, like pick one reset, do the other reset. We can just pick and choose, but I am trying to debate now what the boxed one should be and what the loose one should be. I think we'll just go top path with this guy. So we are going to take Spell Slinger in this video. You'll know by the title, but I didn't know until right now. So 1,700 is the price for Boom Hands. Your Doom Hands stun enemies and deal more damage. So, they were already doing pretty good. They're the last thing we bought, our final base upgrade. They were 157 to 236. I guess we'll just do it in here since we're here, right? Makes sense. So we will be having to hold the primary. 179. Oh, that's a nice stun. Dadgum. I was trying not to hit this guy because I figured it would kill him.
Me.
Yeah, 2 hits and he's dead. 3 seconds? I felt like he was stunned a little longer the first time. Ow, that's going to be annoying. That's going to kill him. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll call it 3 seconds. How about that? So, Boom Hands will be 179. Now, what in the world is a critical on that sucker? We're close to 180. That would be 90. So, if we drop down to 89, that would be 178. 89.5. That's where we would be. So, we're going to have to round that up to 90. 179 to 269. That's what we're going to call that. With 3 second stun. Alright, so let's see if we can manipulate this. I would like to see the crit, just to say we did it. 79. As you can see, it's basically, if you contact him with anything, the primary attack plus these, they're dead. If you hit them with that, and then the primary, they're dead. There was the 269. Sweet. So, boom hands are a bit of an improvement on Doom hands. Now, the thing to remember there, when you get right down to it, it's not a huge increase, 157 to 179 plus 22. But the 3-second stun, if you were ever dealing with a tougher enemy, the 3-second stun can be beneficial. So here it's not that big of a deal, but again, nightmare mode, it might buy you some time to A, get healing, B, switch characters, C, take on weaker enemies to level up, whatever scenario you find yourself in. So,
Bow down before my supreme awesomeness.
up next is Mega Doom Sharks. Doom Sharks alone, you know what, we should showcase that in case you didn't watch the base video, which if you didn't, what are you thinking? There they are. I think there's 7 of them. They do 50 to 75. And once again, I kind of have to do the primary attack first. So we'll get rid of him. Secondary attack, but you know, you have to hold it, so there's no way to hold it. You actually are going to execute your secondary every single time. That said, let's upgrade these bad boys real quick. Done. Second on the Spell Slinger path, we've got Mega Doom Sharks. Your Doom Sharks are bigger and deal more damage. Okay, so maybe that'll make them easier to count. I believe it's 7, but let's come down here. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Okay. Oh, significantly larger. Let's see if we can check from this one. They look so cool. I think it is 7. Pretty sure.
Ouch! For you, I mean.
They look so good though. Let's see if we can get this advantage on. Yeah, let me get you a as big of a run as I can. It's kind of hard. Let's try to get a side profile. I think the eyes look, yeah, that's pretty intimidating. When I was a kid, there was a game called, I think it was Shark Attack. I thought it was pretty cool. You like rolled the dice, and then every once in a while you get like a card or the dice, and you had to crank the shark, and it would come and eat the fish. I don't know. There's some pretty cool games, really, like when I was a kid. So most of them have survived. Some of them get rehashed like every 15 years or so, it seems. But hey, let's see what they do. 50 to 75 is where we were at. Oh, 76 standard now? That's pretty salty. Okay, I'm trying not to hit him with the first swing. Let's get a whole bunch of these clones in here. And I will run over here. Oh yeah. Unleash the fury.
Sky Chi power ready.
I kind of wish they had lasers on their heads. Like, if I could trade the Soul Gem to have lasers on top of my Doom Sharks, I would totally do that. So essentially, they were 50 to 75. They are now 76 to, what would that be, 114? So the standard became the critical, if you will. 76, yeah, 114. That's pretty much it. I don't think they stun or anything, right?
Impressive, isn't it?
No, just bigger. The distance didn't really seem different. They kind of timed out at the same. It might be a slight increase, but it's not advertised. So that said, we've got split thinking now. Your psychic shot attacks deal more damage and can hit more enemies. Alright, so here we go. He's fully maxed now. We are going to begin again with Psychic Shot. You have the bow and the bazooka, which are going to alternate. You've got Sorcerer in the middle, which is going to do the same thing every time. And then you end with Shurikens or Quick Shot. And Ninja or Quick Shot or Bullets or Shurikens, however you want to refer to it, it's going to be 2 cycles of each before they rotate. So I covered that. It sounds complicated. It's really not. Essentially, if I press B, you got the bazooka. If I press it again, you got the bow, right? So, was that 3 arrows? Okay, get me a. Can we have a good camera angle, please? Oh, 3 arrows, really? Okay. Wow. Okay, so that's cool. Now, that is looking the same. Okay, there's the shurikens. And there's bullets. So we should do bullets again.
Try this on for size.
And now we should do shurikens. And this time over, we should do shurikens again. And then, of course, if I were to repeat that, we do bullets, bullets again, shurikens, shurikens again. That's what I kind of mean by that. You can sort of rotate with those, but let's try to get some numbers here. So, is that a 112? Oh, sweet.
Enjoy your pathetic defeat.
Okay, cool. So let's just stick with our terminology from before. So bow and bazooka is going to be 112. Half of that's going to be what, 56, right? 5100, yeah. So 112 and 56 is going to be 168 on the critical. And then sorcerer, we were sitting 17 to 26. The catch is it ran 5 to, yeah, I can't really showcase that here at all. Because it's going to kill everything, right? I think it will. Wait, we actually did it. I think it was 28 to 42 5 times.
Oh,
Dang it. Yeah, I'm going to run with that sorcerer. 28 to 42 5x. So we're doing 17 to 26. We're now 28 to 42. Not a huge jump, but it is significant. And again, 28x5 is 140. 42x5 is going to be 210. That's a pretty significant jump when you get right down to it. So I'll stick with this. I mean, I know it's a ninja or a quick shot, but it just makes more sense to say shurikens or quick shot as opposed to ninja or quick shot or shurikens or bullets. I guess bullets kind of flows, but it's kind of a moot point. We were doing 22 to 33 with them. So the question now is, can I keep a dummy around long enough for this to matter? 39 to 59? Cool. I did not think we'd be able to pull this off. Half of 39, 19, 5, 20, 59. Yep, that checks out. So 22 to 33 became 39 to 59 plus 17 there. I'll take it. Not bad at all. So it's not necessarily the most impressive path, but it's pretty dadgum functional, right? I think that's kind of the big thing. You're improving boom hands, or doom hands, I should say, become boom hands. Your doom sharks become mega doom sharks, and then everything in your secondary attack becomes bigger and better, right? So, and the 3x on the arrows. I mean, that's kind of a big deal, because each one, I assume, would hit at 112, and you know, that makes 112 really technically kind of be like a 224 or a 336. So I didn't see a big increase in the number of bullets or shurikens, I don't think. Maybe at the end there's like 2 that kind of stay close to you, but it's not like I'm like, oh man, you know, there's like way more shurikens now. Which, and there could be a couple more. I didn't really count it out. You could pause the video and do that really easily. In real time, it's kind of a nightmare. So, that said, let's come in here.
Supreme awesomeness.
And I want to showcase the Doom Chi power. Not Sky Chi power, but Doom Chi power. So the ultimate chaos attack, hold right trigger to perform your Doom Chi power. And I think I remember now, you do have to actually be in here for this. Like I said, we'd mainly been doing Imaginators. Not real characters, right? So, let's get all 4 of the dummies in. And here we go.
Kaos!
39 to 59. Oh, and it stuns. And it ended on 280. So, let's come down 39 to 59 with stun. I don't quite know how long, but hey, it is what it is. Terminates 280. Half of that is 140. Critical of 280 would be 420. Swanky. All right, so that's it, man. That is Spell Slinger. And to recap, well, actually, let's do the Soul Gem real quick. Doom Portal. Hold Y to open a Doom Portal and rain down the ultimate Portal Master weapons. Maybe we can see them a little bit better up here. I don't know. Was it anvils? I think it's anvils. It's like safes and anvils, right? I'm pretty sure. Let me try to get it from this angle.
Summon the Doomlander!
Huh. Okay, well hey. It is what it is. But right here, basically what we've done on Spell Slinger, we take Psychic Shot with its 5 attributes, Bow Slingers, the Bazooka, Sorcerers, your Shurikens from Ninjas, your Quick Shots, the Bullets, whatever you want to say, and we improve that big time. The Bow and the Bazooka, which are going to be what you fire the first time, every time, they fan out and they now have 3 points of potential damage, which is kind of a big deal, like I said. The sorcery, the staff, the orb, the magic, it stayed the same, 5 hits, but it did increase, of course. And then the quick shot and the shuriken, if there was any increase in the quantity, it was minimalistic. But again, all 3 of those increased. And then where we were with Doom Sharks, we now upgraded to Mega Doom Sharks. They're bigger. The damage jumps from 50 to 75 all the way to 76 to 114. And then the Doom Hands, which were pretty salty as delivered, they sat at 157 to 236. They hit a little bit harder, 179 to 269, but it includes a 3-second stun. So once again, Boom Hands, increase in stun. Doom Sharks look awesome and an increase in damage. Split Thinking, everything increased. The biggest increase, in my opinion, came from the Bow and the Bazooka. And what I mean by that is not only did we increase from 67 to 112, which was by far the biggest increase, we also have 3 arrows and 3 rounds coming out of the bazooka. So, case in point, the sorcery point, we went from 17 to 26 to 28 to 42. I'm pretty sure it's still 5 hits. I'll verify that here off camera. And then the quick shot or the shurikens from the ninja class, we went from 22-33 to 39 to 59, so plus 17 there. The sorcery, we went, plus 21. The bow and the bazooka, which you fire off first every time, 67 to 112. Okay, that is plus 65, almost double. No, it's not. It's plus 55, right? Yeah. So it's still pretty close to being doubled. And then, like I said, we have 3 arrows and 3 mortar rounds coming out. So that's a huge deal right there at the beginning. And then it's nice that the rest increase, but again, the wow factor there is with your first shot. So if you like the sharks, if you like the fists, if you want to fight from a distance, if you want to be long ranged, Spell Slinger is the path that you will want to take. Now, if you're curious about these 3 on the up close and personal path, we're going to use my other Kaos and we're going to explore that path in the next video. So I hope you will come back here, check it out, and see which one you like, which one you prefer. Now, question for you, do you have Kaos? It was one of those things, he was kind of, scarce, and then, come Thanksgiving, Christmas of Imaginators release window, he was pretty commonplace. He was all over, actually. And, of course, now it's at a point, and shortly after Christmas, to be fair, he got extremely hard to find, as you would expect. So what I want to know is, do you have Kaos? If you didn't have Kaos, did you see him all the time and you just didn't pick him up? I would assume this would have been like the first character people would want, whether it's a kid just playing Skylanders for the first time, whether it's a veteran of the series. Again, one of my biggest deals when I was at E3 for Trap Team, they're like, aren't these traps cool? And I was like, yeah, but it would be way cooler if I had a figure of Wolfgang, which at the time, they were all pushing Pinata. Every person that was official, running the booths, high up, low key, trained specifically for E3, whatever. It was, hey, have you played Pinata yet? Huh? And I remember just thinking, like, okay, the trap concept is great, but, what about collectors? What about people that display? Like, if you got these set up on your desk, wouldn't it be cool to have, Wolfgang, which I thought Wolfgang was cooler than Pinata, there, and sure, your Pinata's awesome in that little purple trap thingy, but hey, it would be awesome to have a figure of the guy, right, that you can have with the Skylanders. And of course, that was realized later here in Imaginators, with some of them being reformed villains. But I don't know. I don't know if people. I would assume everyone jumped on Chaos. If you could find him, you probably got him. If you don't have your own cash flow or income, you probably tried to get it. Like, hey, I'll cut the grass for money, or hey, mom, let me do this for $15. We can get this guy, or ask for it or something. Even parents at that point, especially veterans of the series, were like, oh my gosh, Chaos is a figure. We got to get it. All right. But I have heard some of you, like, people have asked, it's like, hey, I just picked up Imaginators. You know where I can get Chaos for a non-scalper price? And the answer is no. It's really hard to find him. So I'm curious, do you have him? Was he your first pickup? Was he your last pickup? Do you regret not getting him? Do you regret not getting more Chaos figures? And then, of course, based off of that, which path did you take and why? Are you team Spellslinger, or are you team up close and personal? Now, if you took Spellslinger and you love it and you've never seen up close and personal because you got him like level 18, and you're like, no way am I resetting this guy. It took me an eternity to get him leveled up that high. I got you covered. Next video, we're going to check out the bottom path, up close and personal. And you can base your synopsis on that. But for everyone that's explored both or watched videos on both of them, let me know, which path do you prefer and why? So, like I said, for myself, I'm fortunate in this case. I wanted to keep one Chaos sealed. I wanted one of them to be loose because I wanted to unbox it and showcase them. And that gives me the opportunity to have both 100% ready to go, and at the drop of a hat, if we decide we're playing Nightmare mode and we wish that we had the Doom Sharks, I can switch to this Chaos. If we come in and we want to do crazy things with the Imaginators, Doomlanders he spawns, we can switch to the Chaos that's boxed and have this path active. So that's the best way to do it. It is not the most efficient or cost effective, but hey, for Chaos, I was willing to make that happen. And I've got to say, this is something I don't believe I've hit on before. I was kind of shocked that we didn't have an alt deco of Chaos, right? Like, initially I was thinking it would be like a dark, right? And it would just sort of be like some super awesome, alt deco finish on him. And then I thought maybe it'd be a legendary, and I thought maybe it would be both. And then you think maybe they'll come out with some elite. And then you think, no, they're probably going to come out with some freaking chase variant, right? Just like this black licorice Chaos or something that people are going to pay like, $2,500 to say that they have, or something crazy like that. As best I know, they were all standard. None of that happened. And like I said, I was kind of surprised by that. But hey, who knows what the future holds. It's 2018. It's a new year. We got the mobile game coming, which again, I'm not going to get too excited about, because just 99.9% of the time, mobile games disappoint. And what I mean by that is they either suck right off the bat. If they don't suck right off the bat, they're probably laden with microtransactions and turn into grind fests or, money pits. Or C, and this is what happens quite a bit as well, it's actually kind of cool, but then it gets abandoned. And the developers don't release updates for it. They don't take advantage of the potential it had. And in some cases, like all of the reason I have an iPad is because of Battlegrounds that I picked up the starter pack for, and Apple updates, and I can't play it. So that's another reason you do not compete with fruit. Apple sucks. I don't care what anyone says. I've known it for a long time. I never update their stuff because it ruins everything. It never makes it better. It always makes it worse. 100 Windows updates, yeah, they've got issues, but I think the intention is good for the most part. I don't know of any Apple updates that have ever done me any good. Some diehard Mac people might differ or hate what I say, but I speak the truth from my experiences. And all I really want is for the crud that I bought to be able to be used on the... I mean, imagine if Nintendo releases an update for the 3DS and they take away the ability for DS games to be played on it. Or, it's like, hey, your copy of New Leaf is an original one. Screw you. You need to go buy the Nintendo Select version for it to work properly. It's just, no other company does that. And it's just bizarre. So, anyway, which path do you prefer and why? What are your thoughts on the Alt Deco? And this was the thing. The reason I thought it would be Alt Deco is because I thought they would want everyone to buy it. Not only are you going to go out and buy Kaos because he's the most coveted villain, but then, you got to have the dark version of Kaos, or you've got to have the holographic extreme version of Kaos. And I thought it would be something marketed. I figured GameStop would get it. It never materialized, or Toys R Us, Really, I'm surprised there weren't multiple versions of Kaos. They'd function exactly in the same in the game, possibly have different stats, I don't know. But I honestly thought that we would have had Kaos, and it's like, man, you better pre-order to get this guy. You better turn in your deposit to get this figure when it releases, because it's limited quantities. Better buy 18 packs of Frito-Lays to secure this one. But nothing came of it. And again, the Chase variant would have been awesome. I don't think they would have done that to us. That would have been a very cruel thing to do, to have a coveted figure, have an awesome Chase variant, and then know that it's just, it's bad PR at that point. But in terms of a somewhat readily available Alt Deco, I thought it was like a guarantee, and it didn't happen. Anyway, hit like if you want to see Broccoli Guy and Chill Bill come in with a level pack, i.e. PvP arena. And for that, I'm going to quit rambling. I'm getting pretty tired here, but hey, it's 3:40 in the morning, so that's to be expected. And am I going to bed? Nope, we're going to come back and check out the other paths, so stay tuned for that. Wiisdom.com, SkylanderClub.com. Make sure you follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Again, let me know your thoughts on everything. I will catch you back here for the next installment of Skylanders Research. Adios.